Good afternoon. Today we are in Acts chapter 8. And here I love the story of Philip and the Ethiopian eunuch. We have this circumstance where Philip has been preaching. Miracles are following him wherever he goes because of the presence of the Holy Spirit. And he is called away to present the gospel to this Ethiopian eunuch who, unbeknownst to him, is going down the road in his chariot reading the prophet Isaiah, trying to figure out the prophecies which are about Jesus. And so Philip is called by God to go down, and he finds this Ethiopian eunuch. He pulls up alongside of the chariot, asks if he understands what he's reading. No, I don't. The eunuch says, Philip explains to him about how these prophecies are all about the Messiah who has come and who has died and who has now risen back to heaven. And the eunuch accepts the gospel, embraces Jesus, asks to be baptized, and so we have this great story. Philip is then taken off to witness somewhere else. But there is an interesting phrase in the description of this particular place and how it is that Philip ended up there. And here's the phrase I want you to hear: that he went down to a desert road. He went down to a desert road. Not a lush green road, not a road with an oasis on every corner, not a road where there were hotels and motels and lots of night spots. He was called down to a desert road, a deserted desert road. He was called to meet this Ethiopian eunuch in the most unlikely of places, perhaps an uncomfortable place, certainly an unglamorous place, and he is instructed to go down on the desert road and there present the gospel to this man who is searching for the truth. Now, here's my question. Have you ever been on a desert road? Spiritually speaking, have you ever been on a desert road? Have you ever been in one of those dry places? Have you ever been called to follow Jesus into a place that is uncomfortable, that is not glamorous at all, that doesn't have all the comforts of home, that perhaps doesn't suit all of your likings or even meet all of your perceived needs, but yet God has called you to this desert road? Or perhaps you found yourself on a desert road, dry and thirsty for the presence of God, and things just aren't going the way they should, and you feel like certainly somewhere along the line you must have made a wrong turn. I wonder if Philip felt that way on this particular day. Did I miss it, Lord? Did I end up in the wrong place? No, not at all. He was supposed to be on the desert road, and being on the desert road was this Ethiopian eunuch's way to salvation. And you and I are called from time to time to travel some desert roads, some uncomfortable places, some hot, dry places, some places where the presence of God doesn't seem to be very evident. And yet it is in those places that sometimes God works his best through us and in us. It is in those places when we learn the greatest lessons of our life. It is those times and places that we look back on years later and say, man, those were times when I really depended on God and I was so close to him. I wonder today if you might be going down a desert road right now and you are a little tired of it, and you are really wondering when you can get back to normalcy. I'm going to encourage you today to, even on the desert road, trust God, believe him, and believe that he has a purpose and a reason, just like he did for Philip on this desert road. Today, you may not be in the place you'd like to be, or the place you want to be, or the place you think you deserve to be. But if you are where God has put you, then you are in a place where God can use you. So go make it a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.